Hey guys, this is Lala Legacy and welcome back to another episode of Roommates. So, let's jump right back in. It's winter break. Click to click start to play the event. Okay. Week 8, Monday. I've gotten all my grades back and I did fantastic. I was a little worried that I wouldn't be able to keep up my grades with all the craziness around here, but I've done pretty well. Still, being in this new place has been a little draining. I admit, I miss my home sometimes. I may be trying to grow past it, but, well, it is still my home. That's why I was so excited when my parents called to offer me tickets home. They even offered me 2 tickets just in case I didn't want to leave one of my new friends behind. Now, I just have to get all my packing done. This is going to be a great winter break. I was a little surprised my parents offered me 2 tickets. They practically fought me tooth and nail when I told them I wanted to leave home to study. I think I made my case pretty well. It must have gone even better than I thought if they're honestly offering to let 2 people come. I guess I should figure out who I want to ask. I mean, I'm glad I've made friends, but I don't know if the people here know me that well yet. Still, this could be a real test. I think I've done pretty well, but is this the kind of thing people would be okay with? I've never actually gone on a trip with someone who wasn't in my family. Heck, I've never really been on trips in general. Still, nothing else for it. I really do have to figure out what to do. Knock knock! Oh, Sally, you startled me. Sorry about that, Anne. Hey, do you have... Sally looks around nervously. After making sure the hall is clear, she shuts the door. Do you have Vegemite's bone in here? Have you seen it? I don't think so. Why would it, be here? Sorry. Last time you all left, I let him out to run around the place, and he went into some of your rooms. I'm just praying he didn't leave it in Dominic's. I can't help but chuckle a little bit at her plight. It's amazing she's managed to keep the little puppy a secret for this long. So, what's got you packing up? Going home for the holidays? Yup, my parents were even nice enough to spring for a couple tickets. I guess they miss me too. Ha! I guess so. Wait, a couple? Oh, yeah. They said a friend could come along if they wanted. I thought it might be nice to have someone from my new home see my old home, you know? Ooh, yes. It could be very enlightening to see where a person comes from. I almost wish I could go. I can't leave my poor puppy alone, though. Oh, hello. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Well, yes. It would be cruel not to take care of him, and he'd probably miss you. I'll ask one of the others, though. Ooh, maybe some quality time with Max or Dominic? Sally! I'm just teasing. Have fun, Anne. I've got to find that bone before Dominic does. Now I'm all nervous about asking people to come with. I don't want them to take it the wrong way. Then again, it might be kind of nice to spend some quiet time alone with one of them. Of course we're gonna ask Max. Hello? Sweet, that's a +10. I came to this city to break out of my shell, and if my parents want a chance to see my new life, I don't think anybody represents that better than Max. Oh God. As long as I can get him to promise to be on good behavior, I think he and my parents will do fine. I tried knocking on his door once, but he's playing his electric guitar, so I have to really bang a few times to get through. Finally, the door comes flying open. Douchnik, you need to step off about my volume Oh. Jeez, Anne, I'm sorry, I thought you were that jerk here to complain again. No, just me. Sorry to interrupt you. No, nah, it's alright. Come on in. I gotta get a bit of practice in before tonight, but I have a few minutes to chat. What's happening tonight? Oh, I didn't tell you? I've got a gig. I'm heading down at Gaz's club tonight. It's gonna be real big for my band. that's fantastic, Max. Congratulations. Thank you, thank you. We're gonna rock the house, of course. The normal band will be back tomorrow, unfortunately, but for tonight we can shine. So what's up? Oh, I was just going to ask you something, but it seems like you've got plans for the week, so I should just let you practice. Well, now you have to tell me. Otherwise it's going to bug me all night. I'll be up on stage wondering what you were going to ask me. I'll be so distracted I'll yank out a chord and it'll trip the drummer and she'll cause the stage to collapse and we'll all die. I can't help but chuckle as Max wildly swings his arms at his exaggeration. Oh, fine. Since you asked, I was going to let you know that I got 2 tickets back to my hometown, and I wondered if you wanted to come home with me. Oh, it's not often a cute girl asks if she could take me home. I gotta warn you, I'm not housebroken. Max, that's gross. Sure, I'll go along. This gig is only for tonight, so I'm pretty clear for the rest of the week. Hey, you should come to the show, Anne. Sorry, Max. I've still got packing to do. I'm really going to be busy tonight. Did you really want to come? Yeah, definitely. I'd like to see what kind of crazy town managed to stifle you up. Maybe I could show you where this seedy underbelly is. Sorry. Blow your mind. Good luck with that. My hometown is about as sleepy as they get. Hey, if it produced a great gal like you, it can't be all bad. I bet there's lots of stuff we could show each other while we're there. Oh gosh. Not that. Well, whatever. I blushed a bit at his comments, and even Max looks a little flustered. Something I thought was impossible. Just promise to be good for my parents' sake, okay? They want to meet some of my new college friends, that's all. Scout's honor. I'll be on my best behavior. Were you ever a scout? Not in the slightest. Also, my best behavior is still pretty bad. I think I could keep them from trying to burn me as a witch. Good enough. I'll come get you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Is that going to be enough time with your show tonight? Yeah, I'll pack light. I'll see you in the morning. He gives me a rather lascivious wink. Okay, as I turn to go, I roll my eyes in return, but can't help smiling as I head back to my room. Back in my room, I still have a lot of packing to finish up. I call my parents to let them know that Max is coming with me. They seem excited to meet one of my friends, and they say they'll have a bed all set up. Luckily, my room is still waiting for me. I half expected them to have converted it into another office or something by now. I'm happy they haven't, though. I get off the call feeling pretty good about my decision and finish packing in just a few hours. I'll admit, I didn't really sleep that well. Too excited, but I managed to get I managed to get enough rest that I'm not totally groggy the next day. We catch a cab to the airport, and then Max and I board our plane and we're off. We chat amiably during the plane ride, and even manage to doze off a little. My mom and dad meet us at arrivals and take us out for a nice dinner, since it's already a bit late in the day now. At last, properly fed, we come to the house I grew up in. A nice couple of rounds of board games later, and my parents are ready to call it a night. Oh, excuse me. They head off to bed as I show Max to the guest room. And this is where you'll be sleeping, Max. I can't believe you told my dad you wanted to be a dog when you grow up. He thinks you're crazy, you know. That's even better. Maybe I am. You don't know. Rawr. Max stumbles over to me, waving his arms like a monkey and making growling sounds. I dodge out of the way as he tries to grab at me. I laugh as he chases me around the room a bit. Finally, I grab one of the pillows off the guest bed and throw it at him. Ugh, my one weakness! Downy soft pillows. I sit on the bed, laughing as Max brings the pillow back, tossing it on the bed as he sits next to me. I'm actually pretty impressed. This isn't such a bad little town. You lived here all your life? Yeah, born and raised. You can see why I'd want to get out and see the world a bit. Oh, definitely. I would have gone crazy here. Still, it has its advantages. This is probably one of those towns where the cops don't really care if you're out drinking in some backwoods. Nobody gets on your case for just having some fun. I suppose. I don't know. I never really did any of that stuff to begin with. Oh, so you were always the good little girl, huh? Oh, the good ones are always the ones who cut loose the craziest, once you can get them out of their shell. Max leans closer to me. I look him in the eye as he gets near my face, but he keeps going, leaning into my ear. I definitely want to be there when you decide to go wild. I don't know what it is, but Max can always set me blushing. I laughingly push him away. And who's to say I haven't gone wild already, mister? Well, for starters, I've still got my clothes on. Max! I've seen your dirty laundry. If you think I'm ripping off your clothes, you're sorely mistaken. Ha! Look at you getting feisty all of a sudden. Hey, you started it. I guess I'm just feeling good. Well, I was actually feeling a bit homesick. It's nice to be back home. I mean, I know I'm sheltered. There's a lot out there that I don't know about. That's why I left here. But this place I know. Does that make sense? Sure, I get that. It's kind of like how I feel when I'm up on a stage. I think the secret is to try and bring out a little of that feeling with you when you leave your stage, you know? I think I can understand that. If you need something to remember this feeling by, I'm sure I can oblige. Oh gosh. I'll go just a little while. Let's do it. I roll my eyes at Max, pushing him back onto the bed. He laughs as he falls, stretching out as he lays there. Maybe he's right. Maybe it is about letting go, getting a little wild. I look away from Max for a few moments before turning around and jumping astride him. The shock on his face is delicious as I straddle his stomach and lean onto his arms. I don't think you know just what I'd find memorable, Matt. Oops, that's not Max, that's me. I don't know what you find just... I don't think you know just what I'd find memorable, Max. Maybe not, Anne. Maybe it's better if you show me. I've never had a problem with a girl who knows how to take charge. He smiles slyly up at me. There's a look of desire in his eyes. It's probably the first time I've ever seen a man look at me with that type of deep desire. It's definitely the first time I've ever done anything this impetuous in my life. Now that I've got him here, though, I admit I'm not sure what to do or what I should do next. I try to smile confidently, while admitting to myself that I hadn't really thought this far ahead. I lean myself closer to his face as he leans up and starts meeting me halfway. Do you really think you're ready for me? Max's smile deepens as he looks me in the eye. I bring my face closer to his still. Max takes in a deep breath, letting it out slowly, almost satisfied. No, not just yet. He winks at me, and his face darts up to give me a quick kiss on the cheek. But I bet it felt good, didn't it? I sit up in surprise. When I smile, it's a slow, natural smile. I step off of Max and off of the bed. You're a much nicer guy than you'd like people to believe, you know that? Don't spread it around, huh? I've got a rock god status to maintain here. I'm sorry. Hey, anything good is worth working for, and worth waiting for. I'm having the time of my life here, Anne. I don't say anything for a few moments as I head to the door. I knew you were the right one to invite, and you're definitely worth working for. I head back to my old bedroom, feeling fairly good about myself. Oh gosh. Oh. My roommate's back. Hi. I heated up some leftovers. Well, there was a lot of garlic in the sauce, okay? Coming back home was good for me. I'm sure, if nothing else, it showed me that I made the right decision going away for college. Seeing Max's reaction to my hometown and my parents, it's definitely made me feel better about my little town. But I know I'm meant to be somewhere bigger, that I'm meant to be out there in the world. As I get back into bed, I reflect on my new friends and smile. I know I'll be back with them all soon, especially Max, and all the new fun things the next quarter will bring. Woo, okay, week 8. Friday. Okay, I don't have to do this one, it looks like. Yeah, this has been a really good week. Probably one of my best weeks ever. Being back home has really refreshed me. My parents are a little rough. They even tried to talk me into staying, but I feel like I can return to school and get back to my books now. I can't wait to start back up again. I even managed to have a great Christmas. Max and I spent a bit of time away from my parents and got to see a few sights around my town the few sights around my town that there are. Mostly, we just talked and enjoyed each other's company. Okay, so let's start the week. Oh, hello, week 9, Monday. Finally, though, it's time to get my head back into my studies. I have a few new classes this quarter and a few continuations from last quarter. The continuations, luckily, are being taught by some of the same professors, so I don't have to learn new names this quarter. I even see a few familiar faces in class. It looks like Max is in here with me. We share a quick nod as we get seated next to each other. I also notice another vaguely familiar face. A red-haired girl I feel like I've seen around before. Max notices me looking and follows my gaze. Oh, it looks like Roxanne got into this class as well, huh? Oh my god. That teacher. Before I could ask more, the professor strides into the room and throws his notes on the table in front of him. Welcome back to all of you who didn't flunk out of 101. You're not completely brain dead. Welcome to the class where you actually get started. Although I'll be lecturing, and there will be homework, the majority of your grade this quarter is going to come from a paper due at the end of the class. Of course, I'll be expecting your paper to be inclusive to the topics we've discussed in class, so don't think you can just skip my class all quarter and bullshit your way to a grade A paper. Wow, Professor Task is being really harsh right at the beginning. That being said, as some of you know, I am a tenured professor here, which means I can indulge in more advanced classroom techniques. If you'd like to know more about it, come see me after class for an extra credit assignment. Otherwise, open your books. I don't plan on going slowly this quarter, so try to stay awake out there. The professor drones on for the rest of the class, getting right into the new quarter's lesson. By the time class is done, I have already got a page of notes to look over tonight. Of course, we're gonna play this event. We gotta. I'm pretty happy the professor is starting us up right away. It's nice to feel like he trusts our intellects to be able to keep up. I'm even pretty curious about the offer he made. I'm always happy to do a little extra credit after all. This could be a way to get ahead this quarter. I pack up my things along with the other students, but instead of heading out the door, I head over to the professor. Hey, Anne! Max! Surprised to see you in this class. I've transferred over this quarter, actually. I had heard the professor was interesting. Well, he's still a college professor. What's the worst he could do? Please, I'm a tenured professor. I could order you to fight to the death, and the worst I'd get from the dean is a sigh and a frown, and he'd apologize for sighing. The professor looks over the volunteers. Other than Max, I see a few other classmates I recognize from around campus. Is this it? I suppose I shouldn't have expected more. The professor scans the potentials with obvious disdain in his eyes. All right, I know some of you here are looking to skate out of my class on Easy Street. I'm pretty sure he looked at Max when he said that. And there's no way I'm going to let you do so without a little entertainment for me. Therefore, what I'm proposing is simple. You're going to get together in groups. There are enough of you here to make 3 groups of 2. Go ahead, take a few moments and choose your partner. I'll pick up a few other I don't know what that word is. Okay, but suck students later. But that is all the time that I have for this episode, guys. So if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, subscribe. By subscribing, you're becoming part of a legacy. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!